Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you do like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And this is your review for the Leeds United 1, Spurs 2. A very good performance in my opinion, because I predicted Spurs will finish top 4 this season. So I think it's a very good performance against a team that I think are finishing top 4. Bit unlucky at times. You know, both their goals came from deflections. That's one thing. Both their goals came from deflections. Let's talk about it. So the first goal was Tell's goal, and I think it was Longstaff who made kind of a mistake in the middle, and then it was just a Kudus ball into Tell, and then Tell just struck it. It hit Strauch, and that deflection from Strauch kind of makes it hard to save for Darlow. I think Darlow would have saved it if it didn't have a deflection, because I think he had it covered, really. And then it's hit Strauch. He's done the right thing, though, Strauch. He's tried to block the shot. But unfortunately, it's kind of made the goal happen, and the ball's gone above where the keeper put his arms, where Darlow put his arms, and it's in the back of the net. Good finish from Tell. I'm not going to take anything away from that. That's a good finish from Tell, and we're 1-0 down. We then get a goal back from a cross-in by... It was a cross-in by Bogle. It was then Aronson who had a lovely strike, which was saved by the keeper, rolled in front of Okafor, tap in, and Okafor scored to make it 1-1. And then, of course, the second goal, the Kudus goal. It's a good finish, but I'm just so frustrated. It's one of those things where I'm frustrated because I think we deserved more. We deserved the point. I think we were worthy of a point in this game. Again, chances, DCL one-on-one, missed. DCL had another chance, I think, as well, where it was, like, deflected. There was one that was, like, deflected, where I think if it's not deflected, the shot's gone way off target. I don't think it's a great shot at all, I think. But it was a shot that was deflected, almost went in. Very good save. And again, it's DCL not taking his chances. Is DCL not taking his chances? Late on, we basically chucked 3 strikers up front trying to go for it, and then we didn't cross the ball in that much. We always do this. We seem to bring in, oh yeah, let's bring the tall players on for the last minutes and try and get the ball into the box. And then what do we do once that happens? We don't cross the ball. Our shape is all gone because we've changed formation, and we don't cross the ball. You know, there was that penalty decision at the end with Richarlison stamping on Strauch. I think, for me, it's not a penalty. It's a bit soft. At the time, I was screaming for a penalty, but it is a bit soft. But he has fully stood on his foot. So there's like two sides. There's one side that say, yes, I would hate that given against me and I'll be annoyed. And I think it's a bit soft because I think it's an accident. But on the other hand, he's just stood on his foot. He's full and just stood on his foot. So for me, it's like, is that a foul? Then if it is a foul, which, yes, stamping on someone's foot, no matter what, if you know their foot's there or not, you stood on it. If that's a foul, it's a penalty. So in my opinion, it's one of those where I'd hate it be given against us, but he has stood on his foot. So it's one of those of like, I wouldn't want it given, but if they gave it, you could see why it's given, because he's fully just stood on, Richarlison stood on Strauch's foot. Just fully stood on him. Maybe if he goes down in pain and dives around like a bunch of the other players do, maybe he gets a penalty. Instead of going down and going like, hey, maybe just hold your foot, start punching the ground, acting like you're hurt, maybe then you would get a penalty for it. I mean, the refereeing performance, I'm not going to blame the ref for why we lost, because I think our performance was good. And as I said, I think we warranted a point from our performance. But every time Spurs players went down, they got free kick after free kick after free kick after free kick. And then when our players got like a push and fell over, play on, no foul. They just kept getting fouls for the softest stuff ever, and then every time we did the same thing, and these are ones where we've had more contact put on us than what they have for their free kicks. The rest, like, play on. So yeah, it's frustrating because I think, you know, we go 1-1, and I'm looking at that right when we went 1-1, and look at the way we went 1-1. Look at the way we went level. A strike from Aronson that was saved, and a terrible save because it goes into the path of Okafor. We should have shot more, in my opinion. We maybe should have shot more low outside the box shots, and, you know, had DCL or whoever's up front at the time and whoever's in the attack at the time ready for, you know, the parry to go straight back to them and tap it in. Because it looked like, you know, it did look like at times Vicario was a bit wobbly in goal. It was a bit like with his hands. And if we put maybe some more shots on him from out, like hitting the target, maybe another shot drops to him. I mean, yeah, the best chance we had towards the end, I mean, the Pirro chance. I mean, when I was saying, get Pirro on, get Mecha on, and when they were both coming on, I thought DCL was coming on, so I'm like, the perfect thing would be a Mecha header down for Pirro. And then later on, DCL does that. DCL knocks it down, and Pirro strikes it, and it's a very good save. It's just a good save. And yeah, it's one of those where if he saves it a bit, to the other side, it's straight for a tap-in. It's a tap-in for Mecha. And it's one of those things about it's a good strike and a good save. And yeah, I thought performance-wise, I was happy with the performance. And as I said, I predicted Spurs to finish top 4. So I'm happy with the performance. You can see Ellen Road's going to be a fortress. And this is another team that we have made look average. Yeah, we've made every team besides Arsenal look average this season. And you can see how tough it is going to be for teams that come to Ellen Road when we're giving teams like Newcastle and Spurs games at Ellen Road. And you can tell it's going to be a very good, I think we're going to, if we stay up, which I think we will, it's going to be because of Ellen Road. Anyway, I'm happy with the performance. Let's go into player ratings. Starting with Carl Darlow. Nothing he could really do for any of the goals, really. I mean, it's unfortunate because, again, Strauch has done well to block both of them. It's unfortunate because he's done so well to block both of them, but the block deflection on both of them have gone into the back of the net. So it's hard for him to make saves, when they're deflected more than just like if Strauch didn't touch it, I think he gets the first one. I think he saves the tell shot if it's not touched. I don't know about the Kudus one. That might have still went in. But yeah, it's one of those things about 2 deflected goals. I'm not going to put too much on Darlow. I thought performance-wise he was all right. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Might be a bit high, but yeah, I think he's 6.5. Goodmanson, I know Kudus got a goal and an assist, right? Kudus got a goal and an assist. And oh my God, the goal he scored when he slipped over. When Goodmanson slipped, he touched it and then fell over. And that's just so frustrating. I remember the goal now. I forgot that was part of the build-up. Goodmanson has the ball. He has it. He takes a touch forward with his chest, falls over, and then Kudus scores. But besides that, I thought Goodmanson had an all right performance. I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he was all right. Pascal Strauch, 2 block shots where on another day, both of those block shots end up not being goals and he ends up blocking them and we win the game 1-0. Like he ends up blocking both those shots and none of them go in and they don't score today. And it's one of those things that you look at and you go, yeah, so I'm going to give him a 6.5 because I thought he was all right. Joe Rodon, I thought was good. I thought he had a good performance. I'm going to give him a 7. Jaden Bogle, I thought down the right side was good. I'm going to give him a 6.5 as well. And then we go into the midfield. I thought Stack was a bit off it. I'm not going to say he was bad, but he wasn't great. Sorry, he was a bit off it at times. I'm going to give him a 5.5. And that's based off his standards of what I've seen from him already this season. And I think he's better than that. Ampadu, I really liked his performance. I thought he was good. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Longstaff, thought he was good again as well. Like his set pieces, free kicks and corners. He's putting him in dangerous areas. I'm liking him taking them. Please let him take it, all of them from now on. And I know Fark said Stuck can take them and Longstaff, but I'd rather just Longstaff. I think he's been way better. Unless it's a free kick where we can go for goal, then Stuck can take it because I prefer Stuck to take it if we're going to go for goal and it's a free kick like against Wolves. But if it's a corner or a free kick far out, let Longstaff take them. The front 3, I thought Calvert-Lewin, I'm going to give him a 5.5. Thought he was not great. I would have brought him off earlier. I would have brought him off for Metra and played Metra in the 9 because I just felt like he wasn't, his hold-up play wasn't as good as last week. Last week, his hold-up play was great. Today, his hold-up play was not good. It was all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't like the last couple of performances. It was okay, I'd say, with DCL. It frustrates me because he's got to score again. Just like last week against Bournemouth, he's got to put the ball in the back of the net at least once. And this is the frustration. He's not going to score, Everton fans said he will never score one-on-ones. I'm starting to see that now, I'm starting to see that. Okafor, I thought was good. I liked him. He got a tap in. Yeah, good performance. Well, I just went in front of my face. I thought Okafor was good. He got the tap in. He looked dangerous in the attack. He showed, he tried to beat his man. I'm going to say he's probably the best player on the pitch. I'm going to give him an 8. I would say Okafor was probably the best player on the pitch, in my opinion. He got a good tap in, but he was causing trouble every time he got the ball in attack as well, which I really liked. And now on the other side, Brendan Aronson. Are we going to have a conversation about Brendan Aronson? 4 good performances in a row. Give him his flowers. I thought he was great in the first half. I thought the first half was very good. I thought he had a brilliant first half. Didn't think the second half was as good as his first half. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. Thought his first half was way better than his second. Of course, he got the shot that was the save that led into the Okafor goal. And I thought his performance was very good. Defensively, very good. He started to beat his man a couple of times, and I was liking that. He started to actually run and beat him. Like people have said, oh, he's still weak. I don't see that a lot of the time. Yes, he's not going to win every battle one-on-one with a player, but I see he's got more strength. I feel like he's got more strength because last time we were in the Premier League, he would just get bodied. He'll get bodied so easily. I feel like he's standing his ground now. He's standing his ground this season when when the ball's there and it's there to be won in a one-on-one. He's actually battling you know, compared to the last time we're in the Premier League and even last season where he'll go down too easily. He's battling more, which I'm liking about it because I'm like, he looks like he's gotten stronger, which, yeah, and I'm hoping he can continue his performances. It's a hard loss to take, you know, going into an international break now with a week off of football, and this is the result you got to set with during that time. But I thought I liked our performance and I thought we were good. Look, these are the games that we don't, these aren't the games that we have to win. You know, these aren't the games that we have to win. Our goal is 17th. People can say whatever they want. People can say, oh, we should be mid-table at the end of this. I'll take 17th right now. Our goal is survival. That's it. That's our goal this season, is survival, and then we build. And I'm happy with the performance so far. The starting 11 for me doesn't change again in the next game because I think all 11 players have earned their starting spot. You know, they've all earned to keep their names in the starting spots, which I'm liking. And I'm liking these performances against your Bournemouth, against your Spurs. You know, the teams that are performing very well. You know, I mean, Bournemouth as well. They're what, third in the league at the moment? You know, I'm liking the performances from us. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what who your man of the match was. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.